Yes, thank you. Make me aware of everything I might hate, and then based on that, I'm gonna decide if it's worth reading. So here's the deal. I've always wanted to make a reaction video, and what are we reacting to? I guess by now it's the title of this video, the Ch.10 trailer. And you're probably thinking, well, that's not such a brilliant idea, everyone has been doing it. Guess what? I haven't read the books. Not only have I not read them, I have no idea what they're about. I have no idea how many characters there are in there. I don't know if the main character is a girl or a boy. I don't know if it's a trio thing. I don't know if it's like a love triangle thing. I have no freaking idea, and I love this. I think this is what makes it brilliant, you know? And who knows, maybe this will make me want to read the books. I need to feel good, so it's either this or it's time for a reread. Should I be adding something else? Should I at least Google who the author is? Ch.10 is a fantasy adventure and debut novel written by American author Leigh Bardugo. I knew that. I'm just gonna watch the trailer now. Oh, this is gonna be a shit show. Someone's running. Oh, there's a pirate ship! I love pirate ships. Ah, there was a dragon, I think. Not the best special effects.
You won't believe me, but it was a sun summoner.
A sun summoner. So I guess there's some magic kind of thingish to it. Oh, there's Ben Barnes in there. Oh, my teenager is coming out. I used to have like a huge crush on him. Of course, like Prince Caspian. Sorry. I have no idea what this is about. Is this kind of like Russian set something? And now I guess everyone is gonna like hunt her. So wait, is Ben Barnes the bad guy? I don't get it. It kind of sounds like he is, right? But I'm not like 100% sure. She called herself his prisoner.
All of Ravka is. Until you and I enter the fold and destroy it from within.
Except, apparently he wants to destroy the darkness from within, so maybe he's not the bad guy. It's probably gonna be one of those instances where he looks like a bad guy because he would do anything and would not stop for anyone to save like something or someone or like the entire world. Does it make sense? I don't know, I'm not sure. But you got my point. Oh, I like it. There's a whole training sequence. I love training sequences. Like, who doesn't love training sequences? By the way, best training sequence out there, Mulan. Fight me.
The only thing more powerful than you or me.
Oh, wait. So Ben Barnes not only is not the bad guy, but is he the love interest? What about the other guy I saw earlier with her? Oh, it's gonna be a triangle, right? A white girl with two white guys.
I'll find my way back to you.
Okay, after that, I'm pretty sure he's the love interest and Ben Barnes just comes in between. Okay, now I'm getting all this, how's it called? Steampunk vibe to it, which I don't hate, but also it doesn't look that well executed. I don't know, I'm not sure about this. Wait, is this a movie? Is it a movie? What is it? Is it a movie or is it a series? Wait a second. Because I was just about to say that maybe I could watch this if it were a movie, but as a series, it does not excite me. But if it is a trilogy, or even more so if it's a whole saga, a movie wouldn't be enough, no way. And knowing Netflix, I'm pretty sure this has to be a TV show. They know they can cash in, I guess. Unless they're stupid. I'm gonna try and watch also the first trailer, and then get back to you. I don't know.
The shadow fold. A scar on the map. That tore our country in two.
Oh, so they know each other from before. It's kind of like Katniss and Liam Hemsworth. What? Jesus, Katniss and not Peeta, the other one. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, what the fuck was his name? Okay, let's Google Hunger Games Love Triangle. Gale. That's the name. So yeah, it does feel kind of like a Katniss and Gale thing, but what the hell do I know? Yeah, these people are definitely kind of Russian-ish. That's pretty much the culture of reference, isn't it? He is handsome. Sorry. Did he actually have to switch fingers for the ring? Like, really? I mean, I get the dramatic effect, but are you really gonna tell me that it's more comfy to scratch someone with your thumb than with your index or any other fingers? I don't think so. Sorry, I know it's like a super minor thing, but I don't know. It just was right there and it bothered me. So yeah, there's a lot of Russian references here. Even this kind of court, which I'm not sure it's a court, but it does look like the Tsar's court. So I'm just trying to guess here, really. I might be curious to read them just to see how freaking wrong I am on how many levels, but...
What are you?
A map maker, sir.
Oh, a map maker? Well, you and I are going to change the world.
Wait, if he brought darkness and she brings light, this ripple thing, what was it called? The shadow fold? Is it his fault? Did he actually bring it upon Earth? Interesting. Because how could he be of any help? Like, I guess her, because, you know, she brings light so she could destroy the darkness, I guess, whatever. But what about him? He could only make it worse, couldn't he? Interesting. Oh well, I don't know, to be honest. It doesn't make me excited. I was more excited at the idea of watching the trailers than at actually watching the trailers. It didn't make me want to pick the book up like right now, which is kind of sad, but it did make me somehow curious. But then again, I'm mostly curious to know how much of it did I get wrong. I am going to Google the freaking plot of this. So it is a trilogy, so, you know, I did get one thing right at least. Surrounded by enemies, the once great nation of Rabka. Well, it does sound kind of Russian. I guess I got that one also right. The once great nation of Rabka has been torn in two by the Shadowfold, a swath of near impenetrable darkness crawling with monsters who feast on human flesh. Now its fate may rest on the shoulders of one lonely refugee. Alina Starkov has never been good at anything. Of course she's not. I mean, if she were good at anything, the plot wouldn't hold, would it now? Jesus. But when a regiment is attacked on the fold and their best friend, so that's what it is. Someone has been friend-zoned. Anyways, love triangle. I was right also there. Alina reveals a dormant power that saves his life. And also hers. I mean, it's not like she's only trying to save him, she's also trying to save herself, I guess. A power that could be the key to setting her war-ravaged country free. Of course it is. Wretched from everything she knows, Alina is whisked away to the royal court to be trained as a member of the Grisha. Kind of sounds like geisha. Coincidence? I don't know. You tell me. The magical elite, so there is magic in there. I knew it. I mean, it was pretty obvious, but anyways. Another point for me there. Anyways, the Grisha, the magical elite led by the mysterious Darkling. Ooh, that's his name? Darkling? It sucks. It's a awful name. I'm sorry. If I was reading a book and some character, one of the main characters, was named Darkling, it's just like a shitty name. Yet nothing in this lavish world is what it seems. With darkness looming and an entire kingdom depending on her untamed power, Alina will have to confront the secret of the Grisha and the secret of her heart. How many pages is this bullshit long? 350 pages? It's not that long. I think I could deal with it. I think I'm gonna read it. I'm just too curious now to know how much bullshit I just said in this video. Here are some popular answered questions. Is the series of the book worth reading? That is a very popular question. Nico says, and I think it has to be the most popular answer, says, how's not liking the book makes me a bad person? Ooh, so I guess he doesn't like it and people were insulting him? That's not cool. Then he goes on saying, the book is your run-of-the-mill YA cheesy love story, albeit written in first-person perspective, which a lot of writers seems to consider this as the easy POV to write. It fails to deliver an engaging character. How the main character reacts, what she says most of the time, aren't something that's easy to relate to. The pacing in the book is terrible, and instead of doing it by narrative, the writer took the easy route by doing frequent X days, weeks, months later type of thing. Remember how I said I love shaming and, you know, ranting? This is such a good comment. The characters are straight up black and white, good versus evil, which is fine considering this is a YA book, but like seriously, unless you're like 14 years old who can't understand why Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones are good, this book is not for you. Do you have to be older than 14 to understand why Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones are good. I also dislike the fact that many readers think that having a weak female lead who cries every 5 minutes when something is not all unicorns and rainbows and drools over guys only because they're good looking and having their brains shut off every time a hot guy passes by is a good thing. No, I don't think I could like this. I'm sorry, it just literally shut the whole thing down for me. I don't think I'll be able to read it. Maybe if I had picked this up right after the shitty book from last week, I could have gotten into it, but then again, I would have hated it. I would have so hated it. I don't know, I think for me, there's nothing worse than having a very weak female lead who just cries and crashes over everything and doesn't seem to have a brain to think with. And she just, you know, lets other people and her feelings, not just her feelings, but her like hormones guide her. This sentence, again, shut it all down for me. I get it, you people like romance, but come on, at least have some respect that females can be smart too. That they can make good, strong, independent lead characters who can make smart judgment without being easily distracted by some guy's face or tall and muscular body. I'm sick of all these terrible female lead portraits in YA books nowadays. I don't know, I think this is the video. Do I need to add anything to that? No. Thank you, Nico. Thank you. You're a smart boy. If I had asked this question, rather than having people say,
yes, it's such a beautiful YA, there's such a very strong love story, or it's amazing, all the magic and whatever.
This is the kind of question I want. Yes, thank you. Make me aware of everything I might hate, and then based on that, I'm gonna decide if it's worth reading. I feel bad because I was really excited and I really didn't want to throw shade or shit or anything really on something that I'm not very familiar with. But again, this comment, I guess if you have read it and have anything to say on the matter, please do leave a comment and say so, because I am curious. I just really don't want to get in 3 books worth of bad female lead and just bad storytelling. Someone else is saying that in the first book there are a lot of does he have any feelings for me moments, but then she does go through an amazing character development later on, especially in book 2 and 3. So I don't know, really. Scrolling through some of the reviews, like I'm not reading them, and there are some really like low ones, and there's this one. There's this like picture of My Little Ponies where one of the ponies has become the book, and I love it because it's just so foretelling of what this book actually feels like. So the biggest issue with this book is actually not the utter fail at correctly incorporating the Russian elements into the story. That is interesting because again, I really love Russian culture and literature, and if she were able to incorporate those into the story, like not wrongly, I guess, that would be interesting. But then again, she goes on saying, is that I'd never be able to pick this book out of a generic YA book lineup. And that's where the picture with the My Little Ponies come in. That's pretty funny. But she's calling it generic, which is not a really good recipe for not disaster. I guess I really need people who have actually read this, for bad or worst, to tell me what to do. Like, not tell me what to do, but tell me what to do. Did you like it? Yes, no? Why? Especially why? What do you think? Would you suggest it to someone who's way beyond their YA phase, but does enjoy from time to time a good YA book? Or should I just read Six of Crows? Because that one I do really want to read. Can I read it without reading this? I don't know. Please do let me know. And I know I do have to stop using my hands this much when I film my videos or when I just talk in general. I know. I am Italian though, in case you didn't know or you couldn't tell from either my accent or my hands.